Good afternoon, students. We have almost completed our second chapter, Is Matter Around Us Pure? Today, we are going to discuss the final topic from the chapter, and it is pure substances. What are the types of pure substances? Okay, shall we start then? Pure substances. What is a pure substance according to chemistry? Please understand, according to chemistry, a pure substance is a substance which consists of only one type of molecule. Okay, a pure substance is a substance which consists of only one type of molecules. For example, if you have taken some water in a beaker which consists of only H2O molecules, which consists of only H2O molecule, water molecules, then it can be called a pure substance. Okay, but the water that we are collecting from the well is not pure according to chemistry because it may contain minerals. So two particles will be there, so that it cannot be called a pure substance. Clear? So according to chemistry, a pure substance is a substance which consists of only one type of particle, one type of molecule. For example, another one example, atmospheric air is not a pure substance. Atmospheric air is a mixture actually, right? It is not a pure substance because it consists of different types of gases. Okay, for example, oxygen is there, nitrogen is there, carbon dioxide is there, so that it is a mixture, it is not a pure substance. So what is a pure substance? A substance which consists of only one type of molecules, then it can be called a pure substance. Okay, H2 gas, hydrogen gas. If a balloon which consists of only hydrogen gas, then it is a pure substance. And an oxygen cylinder, right? An oxygen cylinder consists of only oxygen molecules. It is a pure substance. And if you have a cylinder which consists of carbon dioxide, it is a pure substance. Is it clear? Sodium chloride. If you have only sodium chloride molecule, then it is a pure substance. But the sodium chloride or the salt which is collected from the sea may not be pure because it may be mixed with some other substances. Okay, it should be purified, right? So that's what we called pure substance. Have you understood? Now, a pure substance can be classified into two. One is element, the other one is compound. I'll write some examples of elements and compounds here. This is an element, this is an element, and an element, sodium, an element, carbon, sulfur 8, okay, S8, and argon and nitrogen. All these are elements. Hydrogen is an element, oxygen is an element, sodium is an element, carbon, sulfur is an element, argon is an element, nitrogen is an element. But H2O, water, compound, NaCl, compound, C6H12O6, glucose, a compound, HCl, a compound, ammonia, a compound. So what do you find? What is the difference between elements and compounds? Elements are the molecules or the particles which consist of only one type of atoms. the substances which consist of only one type of atoms, then it is called an element. If you have taken a piece of carbon, or if you have some pure carbon with you, it consists of only carbon atoms, right? And it is called an element. If you have a piece of sodium metal with you, sodium metal, it consists of only sodium atoms, so it is an element. If you have some nitrogen gas with you, it consists of only nitrogen atoms, right? It is an element. You understand? But in this case, compound. What is compound? H2O. H2O is formed by the combination of H2 and O2. Hydrogen and oxygen combined to form H2O. That means elements are combined to form compounds. Elements are combined to form compounds. So a compound is a substance formed of different elements combined by chemical reaction. A compound is a substance formed by the chemical reaction of different elements. So different elements or different atoms combine to form a compound. Did you understand the difference between elements and compounds? An element is the basic unit of matter. Okay, which cannot be decomposed, which cannot be divided, which cannot be broken down. And if elements combine, they'll form compounds. Okay, if different elements are combined chemically, it will form compound. Did you understand the difference between elements and compounds? Now, let us discuss the difference between a compound and a mixture. The final topic, okay? The difference between compounds and mixtures. Let us discuss. First one, when two or more substances or components just mix together, it will become a mixture. For example, if you mix sugar particle with water, if you dissolve sugar in water, it will become a mixture. If two or more substances simply mixed, it will become a mixture. Okay, but when two or more elements chemically combined, then only a compound is formed. Elements should be combined by chemical means, or they should be reacted to form a compound. For example, hydrogen. Hydrogen is an element, right? Oxygen is another element. They chemically combine to form water. It's a compound. Have you understood? Next one, in a mixture, the components can be mixed in any ratio that we can decide. Okay, for example, if you want to mix salt in water, or salt and sand, if you want to mix salt and sand, it can be mixed at any proportion, right? That we can decide. But please understand, H2O is a compound, as I already told you, right? It is formed by combination of two hydrogen atom and one oxygen atom. Two hydrogen atoms should combine with one oxygen atom to form H2O. Then only H2O is formed. If two hydrogen atom combines with another two oxygen atom, then it will become another compound. If two hydrogen atoms combine with two oxygen atom, it will become hydrogen peroxide. Another compound will be formed. For H2O molecules to be formed, two hydrogen atoms should combine with one oxygen atom. Then only H2O is formed. So, for a compound to be formed, the elements should be combined in a fixed ratio, either by mass or volume. Okay. Next one, component shows its own properties. In a mixture, the component shows their own properties. For example, if salt is mixed with sand, salt will be salty in taste and sand will not have any taste. Will there be any change in the taste? No, right? If sugar is mixed with water, sugar retains its taste even if it is a mixture. Okay, but in the case of compound, if hydrogen is mixed with the oxygen to form H2O, hydrogen is a burning gas, right? Oxygen is a gas which helps burning. In presence of oxygen, things will burn easily, right? And they combine to form H2O, right? H2O. What about the property of H2O? H2O will extinguish the fire, right? So, do they have any similarities in properties? No, right? So, the reactants and the products will be having entirely different properties. So, the compound will not show any properties of the components. Different property, the compound show different properties from the components. Okay, next one, last one. A mixture can be easily separated either by filtration, centrifugation, separating funnel, chromato. Already we had studied some techniques, right? Some techniques to be used for separating mixtures, right? Those techniques can be used to separate mixtures, but such physical technique cannot be used, or a compound cannot be separated by using a physical method like filtration, chromatography. Those methods cannot be used, or by using those methods you cannot separate a compound. Distillation, fractional distillation, such methods cannot be used for separating a compound. Clear? So these are the difference between a mixture and a compound. I hope you have understood. Now please write the following notes.